It's gonna be a fabulous party.
Canada Dry.
Everything's gotta be just right for our best friend. It's gonna be great. So let it all begin. 'Cause when I'm mixing with my best friends, I'm mixing with the best. Canada Dry.
Are you ready for Canada Dry?
This is one Christmas you're not gonna miss, because I'm gonna get you the Kodak disc. I'm gonna get you the Kodak disc, so you can take pictures as easy as this. Look at all the shots you're not gonna miss when I get you the Kodak disc. The Kodak disc camera loads in a snap, advances automatically, and has a built-in flash. Nothing's easier, nothing's more fun. That's why you're gonna get it. You'll remember Christmas just like this when I get you the Kodak disc.
New Year's Eve, the party starts at 8, 7 Central and Mountain, when Hardcastle and McCormick move to Mondays with an all-new episode. New Year's Eve couldn't be better when Hardcastle and McCormick move to Monday nights at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi both contain NutraSweet. The difference is Diet Pepsi has no saccharin. It contains 100% NutraSweet. However, most packages of Diet Coke contain saccharin, almost twice as much saccharin as NutraSweet. So, if you want the taste of 100% NutraSweet and no saccharin, your choice is Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi Free and Pepsi Light. All 100% NutraSweet.
And 100% taste.
Hey, where are you going? Oh, I forgot to do something.
Teach your kids right, and wherever they go, good habits will go with them. AIM has a taste so special, kids like to brush. So AIM does more than fight cavities with fluoride. AIM's taste helps start a good habit that lasts.
Roger!
Good night, Dad.
Yeah.
Start your kids with AIM for fewer cavities now and good habits that last a lifetime.
Don't talk about my wife that way.
We just told Robinette Tayback if she's got cotton, she could do better for her family wash.
My fabric softener is the only thing that I've found that works that great on my husband's shirts.
Compare these all-cotton shirts. One done in your fabric softener, the other in Final Touch fabric softener. Which is better?
They're nice and soft. This shirt here is definitely whiter. It's Final Touch.
I know, I can't believe it.
For a soft, whiter wash, add the Final Touch. Now with a new, fresh, clean scent.
I'm going to go home and rewash this shirt.
The best quality for the best price. Everyone's on the lookout for it. Now, wherever you find it, save even more with AT&T Opportunity Calling. Now, the best long-distance service can save you money on quality merchandise. Because every call you make with AT&T Long Distance can earn you discounts on things you want. So look around, find your best deal, then make it even better with AT&T Opportunity Calling. The more you hear, the better we sound.
Look at you. You're not the same as you were yesterday. You're looking smarter. You're on the move and going your own way. And JCPenney's changed with you. You're looking smarter than ever.
Today, you know the classics. From worsted wool to the best of silk. From Oxford cloth to Harris tweed. The Stafford collection, a study in fine fabrics.
You're looking smarter than ever. JCPenney.
An ABC News Business Brief, brought to you by Federal Express. Now from New York, Dan Quartz.
Good evening. The Federal Reserve Board today lowered its lending rate to banks in a new bid to perk up the economy. Orders for durable goods, those designed to last at least 3 years, climbed sharply last month, a sign economic growth has already resumed. OPEC has proposed a self-policing system so members of the cartel don't produce too much oil or sell it too cheaply. 91% of women surveyed by McCall's magazine say having a job has helped, or at least not hurt, their marriage. And the government charged that Detroit car dealers conspired to stay closed nights and weekends and threatened dealers who didn't cooperate. Now this.
Listen to me. His job depended on getting a package somewhere overnight. Now he's got another job. Fred's waiting. Next time, send it Federal Express.
On New York financial markets, stocks lost 4 points. Interest on T-bills eased. Gold gained $3, and the dollar was lower. That's Business Brief. I'm Dan Kortz.
Sunday on Ripley's for the ride of your life. Take a spin in a circular car, believe it or not. Then, at a special time, 8, 7 Central, the original that started it all. A Christmas treat for the whole family.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, Margot Kidder, and Christopher Reeve, Superman, all starting at 7, 6 Central. Sunday.
Hey, they forgot the label.
No, that's a special tube of Aquafresh.
I can see it's triple protection formula.
Only Aquafresh has it. Fights cavities with all the fluoride of the leading paste. Freshens breath with all the freshener, the leading gel. Cleans stained film with gentle, effective cleaners. Concentrated in one complete toothpaste. And tests prove millions of mothers prefer Aquafresh. Triple protection Aquafresh. A complete toothpaste.
The man, the machine, the year, the Street Hawk begins Friday, January 4th on ABC.
Scope presents The Way It Was.
Mom, this mouthwash tastes like medicine.
Christine, if it didn't, it wouldn't work.
Christine believed it. Today, she still does.
Hey, Chris, if you're working out with Roger, try Scope. It's minty. Tastes good.
Then it doesn't work.
Oh, Scope works. Don't let the good taste fool you.
Cool. Tingly.
Fresh breath at last, thanks.
Waiting long?
Nah, just hanging around.
Scope works. Don't let the good taste fool you.
What?
When you play telephone, if you can't hear everything, that's part of the game. But when you pay for calls, it's no fun. AT&T thinks that every long-distance call should sound as close as next door, and isn't that why you call?
Want to try it too?
Calling anywhere, anytime, long-distance operators over a century of commitment. That's AT&T. The more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone. Aren't your kids?
My dad brushes with Crest. My grandma brushes with Crest. My mom brushes with Crest. My brother brushes with Crest. I brush with Crest.
Every year, more kids get great checkups with Crest than any other toothpaste.
Aren't your kids the best?
My dog Tommy sometimes brushes with Crest.
Aren't your kids? Aren't your kids worth Crest?
Yes, I am going to grow up and use Crest, but I don't know what I'm going to grow up into.
You know what I don't like about dandruff? Dandruff shampoos. I'm afraid they won't leave my hair the way I like it. This shampoo cares for my hair. It's the only one with a self-balancing formula. Puts dandruff protection where I need it, on my scalp, not on my hair, and it conditions where I need it. Leaves my hair looking and feeling good. Yeah, my shampoo's a dandruff shampoo. But it's today's Head & Shoulders. It cares for my hair.
Tuesday, it's Bugs Bunny. It is Oscar-winning performance. You are despicable. With special guest stars, Yosemite Sam, and yours truly in one of the best Bugs Bunny movies ever. Uh-oh, here we go again. Trick-fitting loony Bugs Bunny movie, Christmas night.
Wednesday, 2 Springsteen tickets and 3 friends add up to trouble for Charles in Charge.
Please, you just have to take me, please.
And on ER, Karen Black guest stars as Howard's first ex, Wednesday.
I have 4 wonderful grandchildren and a hobby I love. I make stained glass windows. So the last thing I want is for aches and pains to get in the way. That's why I take Tylenol. I was first given Tylenol in the hospital after I hurt my back, and it really worked. Fact is, Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most. Well, if hospitals trust Tylenol, I sure can.
Trust Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most. Now Tylenol introduces caplets, specially coated in shape so they're easy to swallow. New Tylenol caplets.
Welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good start to their week. It's good to see you guys. Thank you again, Patricia Sell, for the super chat. I think we got a super chat. Oh man. Yeah, it's really funny. So I wake up to just a bunch of comments from Cuckchurch, from my live that I did yesterday. Just a bunch of comments. Most were deleted. He left a couple up. I don't know if he was drunk. He says he doesn't drink, so I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know why. I was living rent free in his head last night the way that I was, but his fan base was, I mean, these people are hilarious, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, just really like a bunch of like homophobic slurs, and I mean, that's real nifty humor coming from people who fucking fuck their own sisters. It's amazing to me. It just blows my mind that that Cuckchurch doesn't see the type of people that he actually attracts. Yeah, the Cuck Squad are easily the biggest, like, summed up group of morons that I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. Like, it's really funny because, like, I mean, and I just leave them there, you know what I mean? Like, I don't delete the comments or anything because I'm not hurt by being insulted by inbreds. I'm just not. Like, you it doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. So I just leave I just leave those comments up because I think they're funny, because of where they come from. And but so I'm gonna say something after I go over, because of course, Cuckchurch makes a video after watching my video and getting all butthurt about it. He then proceeds to make a new video, and we're gonna go over that right now, as a matter of fact.
Well, I thought the Kylie Rodney case was closed. Apparently it's not, and I see why it's not. According to the YouTubers who think they're fucking detectives, when they're eating their fucking snacks and they're all and they're in front of the camera, when they smack their hands together and go, "Case closed." Apparently they think that fucking means something.
See, I didn't know who he was talking about when he did. I mean, I would assume that he's talking about MGL or Strangler Betty. I would assume, because those are the only people that I see stuffing their faces and jumping to conclusions and smacking their hands and being so 100% sure of everything. Besides him, because the video that we watched yesterday, I watched him eat a bunch of Mentos. Who the fuck sits there and munches on Mentos? Who does that? I've never even heard. I mean, like, is it just like a mint? You take one. JLR posted weapon found. Coming from him, I'm calling bullshit. But thank you, Patricia Sell. Like, it just blows my mind. See, look at this. Look at Citizen Z. Dude, you just mad because you got an audience of Karens. Actually, no. My audience is quite chill, actually. And well-read. And literate, as a matter of fact. Like, they can spell. Like, you get it, and they use punctuation. Like, are you getting what I'm throwing down there, Citizen Z? Just saying. So I didn't know, but apparently he's talking about me because he kind of singles me out here, which is really funny.
Something to the rest of the world.
I don't eat on live streams.
So recently, when they all clapped their hands and jiggled their titties up and down, they thought the case was closed because YouTube investigating certifications. When YouTube give you a degree in mysteries, I get it, you're bored, man. But you're not a detective, you're not any of those things.
I've never seen projection. Like the closest I've seen to this much projection has come from Bullhorn Strangler Betty. That's the closest to this much projection that I've ever seen. This dude is projecting on a level that I can't even, because I have been up here every time that I have gone over this dude and his bullshit videos and his bullshit theories. I tell him and I say, and I address him directly, we are not investigators. We are not qualified to theorize and throw narratives, spin narratives around and throw shit out there that will imply that a loved one of the victim is guilty of a crime that didn't even take place, turns out. But we didn't know whether or not it took place, so it would be irresponsible to do that, which is what I was always saying, consistently saying. And this is the dude that said Kylie Rodney was not a real person, okay? Also accused YouTubers of conspiring to commit a murder and then executing said murder, and covering it up. Okay.
Thanks. You're just a person with a YouTube and an opinion. That's it. That's all. Just because you downloaded
okay. Now, my opinions are based on verifiable facts only. Now, again, you're right. They are just opinions. We are all entitled to our opinions. But your opinions, when they venture to the area where they victimize people, slander people, defame people, well, then that's when it becomes a problem. You're not entitled to those opinions, or at least you're not entitled to express them on a very large platform, because that's called, again, slander and defamation.
Downloaded a free app doesn't make you like a cop or in the FBI, the CIA, the mayor of a town.
Exactly.
It doesn't exactly work like that.
Agreed.
Even though some of y'all think it does. So according to the Nancy Drew of YouTube crime stuff, this little girl, I think his name's Theodore. What a lovely name. Anyway, he thinks the case is over because of this really shitty fucking piece of information. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I want you to see him first say that it's over because of this really shitty information.
This is the observation skills of this young man, which I find just really funny.
You know, with y'all's expertise and stuff, I figured y'all have this figured out already. So I just wanted to see how the Kylie Rodney case thing was doing. And
it's over.
You know,
it's over. It's done. It's done. The Kylie Rodney thing case, I don't know.
You're doing a great job of making fun of me. That's exactly how I talk.
It is.
Facts are on this case.
Actually, I get a lot of compliments on my impressions of you, buddy. Thank you, though. Like to hear it from you, though, man, means a lot. Actually, thank you.
Work exactly to a T. They're doing great jobs. They're big time detectives, y'all. And they are going to get to the bottom of this as soon as someone else gets to the bottom of it.
We got to the bottom of it. While you were doing the thought that I completed, actually, I corrected myself. I said that we got to the bottom of it. And then I said, actually, it got to the bottom of itself. Yeah. We didn't get to the bottom of anything. It got to the bottom of itself, period. The evidence presented itself, and we looked at the evidence and deemed this exactly what it was, which was an accident. We're doing God knows what.
Working, because, you know, some guys do that.
We got to the bottom of it.
You hear that, guys? The YouTuber got to the bottom of a criminal investigation. It's over. Case closed.
Everyone saw that she drove her car into that reservoir. Period.
Yes. So here's the evidence that this guy deems the case closed, and everyone.
Now, this is where things get really funny, because this is the same guy that was looking at that was saying that a television station was not a real television station, and there was no indication of it actually being a television station when he himself Google Earthed it, and there was, like, on his video, I didn't even Google Earth it. I was reviewing his video and showing the satellites, the many satellites that are used for a television station to broadcast. Yeah.
Everyone knows everything. A video from a fire tower from over a mile away.
Right.
That is fake footage.
Fake footage now.
I'm going to show you how with my observation skills. Totally being sarcastic. No one needs skills to know that this video is fucking bullshit. All right, here we go. First things first. This is a daytime video.
Okay.
Do you see it's daytime outside? Well, hold up. I thought.
Okay. This is what's really funny about that, because I thought to myself when he said that, because immediately I'm thinking the same thing that everybody else here in my chat is thinking with common sense. They're going, well, that's because the video is not daytime. Sinner 1977, thank you. I think we got a super chat. Oh Lord, that Ryan boy is not bright. No, he is not. So a lot of you are thinking, and we all know what happened with that video, and let me just continue.
I thought this was real fire camera footage from 9 at night to 2 in the morning.
It was.
Kylie Rodney entire party, 9 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Fire cam footage. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at fucking daytime. That's not the only dude. A lot of these people think the same thing. I guess they're all fucking retarded. Look at this dude. He thinks it's incredible. Incredible. Kylie Rodney's car filmed going in water.
Okay, now you see.
Look at this dude. He thinks it's incredible.
Look at this dude. Look at this. Okay, you see who that dude is? That dude is probably the most credible and closest thing to an amateur sleuth investigator that I would give any credit to on YouTube at all. I wouldn't give anybody else credit as an investigator. And I still wouldn't necessarily give him, because he's not an investigator, but he's a very, very intelligent person. And he's totally underestimating and not having any clue as to what's going on here. So this, now I know most of you guys in my chat already know, because you guys aren't stupid, but Ryan doesn't know. And since Ryan has been watching me, hopefully he'll watch this and I can explain it to him and he'll understand. But yeah, what you need to do is watch Gray Hughes Investigates more, because that dude is probably, I would definitely call him one of the most intelligent true crime creators and thorough true crime creators on YouTube. That's somebody that you could learn a lot from.
It's incredible. Incredible. Kylie Rodney's car filmed going in water. Unique. Look at it. 8/6/12:33 at night. It looks like fucking daytime, dude. What are you talking about? And to prove this video is edited and bullshit and fake and, any word attached to those words, all you got to do is open your eyeballs. You can see plenty of things that are like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. For instance, when I roll this clip, look at the bottom left corner where it says Axis. Watch. It's going to have a little fucking hiccup.
Now, what's really funny, what is really funny about this is this is Gray's video. Okay. He's using Gray's footage. Ryan, what you fail to understand, and if you it's probably in the description. I don't know if it is or not, but he explained it quite clearly that in order for us to be able to see the nighttime footage, he superimposed a still photograph from the daytime footage so that you can see the car and you could see the terrain, so that it was more visible for the viewer. So yes, the video was most definitely altered, as you're going to accuse someone of here and say, okay, well, it's been altered, it's been tampered with, blah 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 blah. It was, but it was done so for the purposes of you being able to see more clearly. Okay, because yes, it was done at night, and no, there are no lights out there. The only lights are from the headlights of the cars. Okay, but in order for us, the viewers, to be able to see the car actually going in the water, he superimposed the daytime still from the same camera so that you could see where the car was and where it goes into the water. That was the entire purpose of it.
The reason for that little hiccup that you just seen is because it's a transition or an overlay, which means the video is being altered. So the pattern is, as we've all seen the entire time, is they give you both answers. So really, you can't say this video is real and you can't say it's fake. But just like Nick, the tow truck driver guy.
I thought you just said it was fake.
Said on AWP's interview, he said he doesn't know if it was 12 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock in the day.
I mean, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day. Or
okay, wait.
Yeah.
He did not say that. He did not say whether it was 12 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock during the day when he allegedly saw Kylie. That's not what he said here. What he was talking about, what this Nick idiot was talking about, yes, the tow truck driver, I call him an idiot. What he's talking about is he doesn't know if they had a rough night or a rough day, because he was talking about, which you acknowledged when you went over this video prior, you acknowledged that he pointed out that she seemed somehow distressed or was acting weird. And he is saying basically because he's basically trying to speculate whether or not why they were acting weird or distressed. And it was either because they might have either had a rough night or a rough day. That is what he was saying. He's not saying he didn't know whether he saw them during the night or during the day. You are either misunderstanding or intentionally spreading misinformation.
Do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
Are you not going to answer the question? He said, when do you think it happened? Well, here's the thing. Before she disappeared, it would have been dark outside. After she disappeared in the wee hours of the morning, it would have been daytime outside. So you got to pick one. It's either daytime or nighttime.
But it was around noonish,
like you can't
11
hear.
o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Well, that's interesting. This tow truck driver guy got up in the middle of the night, 30 minutes away from her broke down car, and he got there at 11 in the morning.
But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
It's kind of funny. This video of her car going in the water looks dead ass like it's fucking 11 o'clock during the day on a cloudy day. Until you actually go to the video and see it for yourself.
Oh, it gets better, folks.
Fast forward through it real fast and notice that it's edited to go daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, just like the pattern we've been talking about. $12. He's giving you both. I don't know. But what you can say that's factual is that this video is plainly, obviously altered to screw with your head or throw you off or confuse.
No.
Simple.
It's altered for the opposite purpose of that. It's altered to separate confusion, to steer you from confusion. It's altered to make it very clear because the accident took place at night. Okay? But we couldn't see the area. We could not see the terrain. We could not see the landscape of that area in the real time that happened, because obviously it was nighttime and there are no street lights out there. So, in order for you, the viewer, to be able to see Kylie's car clearly going into the water, Gray took a still of the same shot, the same camera, shot by the same camera, but during the daytime, superimposed it over the footage so that you could actually see the car going in the water. That's what he did. So the purpose of that was not to confuse you or to fuck with you. Sorry that it confused you and fucked with you. It's not supposed to. Those of us with common sense and observation skills fully understand why Gray altered this video to the point that he did. And he didn't really alter it. I would call it enhance. I wouldn't use the word alter I wouldn't use the to accurately describe what Gray was trying to do. I would say he enhanced the video, not altered. But technically, it was altered. Technically, but not to confuse you and not to create an illusion.
Simple as that. So let's move on to the other examples of this video is altered to confuse you. Next thing, the reflection of the camera lens in the middle of the fucking screen that is filming a screen.
What?
Next thing, this is supposed to be a video from
that's protective whatever. It's a fire camera. Like, is it crazy that it would have some sort of protection over the camera and it had raindrops on it? What are you talking about?
9 o'clock at night to 2 in the morning that is crunched down to like 14 minutes. And you mean to tell me clouds don't fucking move? Don't move at all.
Okay. Again, that's the daytime shot. Okay. The reason why those clouds are not moving, Ryan, okay, is because, like I said, he took a still and put it over. He overlaid it on top of the nighttime footage. That's why. That's why those clouds are not moving. Okay? Wow.
I don't need to explain it. You just seen it. All this is a video over a picture to make it look, daytime or nighttime, I guess.
It's to make it look daytime so that you can see the car going in the water. That's exactly what it is, Ryan. And Gray explained this quite clearly.
All right, now I'm going to play the clip again. Look at all the town's headlight activity. Do you think this is at 12, almost 1 o'clock at night, or 11 o'clock during the day?
Okay. Dude, my friend, it was a party and people were coming in and out of a party. Okay. People were driving to and from this party. It's what people do. And yes, should they have been? No, obviously not, because Kylie was intoxicated and drove her car into a body of water in the dark.
I mean, what do you think? All right, so according to the asshole you seen earlier, he thinks this next clip is the clip of drunk, intoxicated Kylie Rodney driving into the water with no witnesses around whatsoever. He says, case closed. Just an accident, no one seen.
Okay, you see how far away these cars are? And there's turns. That does not mean that any of these cars can see Kylie. None of them can actually see her because there's no street lights out there. And her lights are in the front.
What about this car blocking the entrance?
Her headlights are in the front.
What about the other car blocking the other entrance?
What entrance? Do you see an entrance?
What about the car that's driving away from the other side after watching her car go in the water? What about the car blocking the other entrance that follows the car that's leaving, that just watched her drive in the water?
Wow. Because from that distance, you can actually see what people.
And last but not
right?
least, what about the cars from over there that you just watched leave? Come over to the side where her car was dumped to drive by to see what? Maybe if the car went all the way underwater. Hello.
I think we got a super chat. Ali P, thank you. Is Ryan really out of out of touch or just a troll? He's this out of touch.
Yeah, I'm no rocket scientist, but I don't think that no one's seen it. And I don't think it was just, it was a fucking accident. Case closed. You know, it is okay to go outside.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. This is the observation skills of this young man, which I find just really funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Oh no, I bet tonight is coming soon.
Ludwig, with YouTube Music Premium, there are no ads.
Okay.
Oh, dope.
Get YouTube Premium.
For just $67, you can make as many.
All right. So I had to refill my coffee. So yeah, Ryan. I don't think that I could have explained that much much better. You know who could though? Gray Hughes Investigate. So if you actually watched and paid attention to his explanation of that video, maybe you'd understand it better. Maybe my way of explaining it was, I know it couldn't have been as good as Gray, but I would educate myself if I were you and watch that. It's mind-blowing to me, dude, that you can like actually run a business. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. Yes, Chasing Truth. Yes, you did see that. Right. Because Chasing Truth, I love that Chasing Truth is here right now, by the way. Because Ryan believes that the video that Gray Hughes had put up, it was altered and it was messed with and altered in order to confuse you. So I was just explaining that Gray, yes, he did alter the video to some degree so that it was actually visible that you could see Kylie's car going in the water. And I'm going to say something here. This I don't care at this point how many videos that Ryan Upchurch does on the Kylie Rodney case at this point. I just don't care. I'm not even going to acknowledge them anymore because it's just beyond stupid. I can't, because literally the only two people, like even the shitty, fucked up grifting channels have moved on from the Kylie Rodney case and accepted that this was an accident. The only two people on YouTube that have not let this go are Ryan Upchurch and the child rapist Jared, and is still putting up videos on this. Those are the only two. So I at this point, that's enough for me to just because I thought about that and I was just like, even Zav Girls, and even fucking that one idiot that he mentioned yesterday, I can't even remember his name now. Even those grifters have decided to move on from this case. Even they have had enough sense to decide, harsh reality. Yeah, fucking idiot. But even that moron has decided to move on from this. I mean, so you could just you can, Ryan, you and Pedo Boy can just stay in your little corner and keep spinning stupid narratives about Kylie Rodney and take your fucking idiot fan base with you too and let them, your fucking Captain Cunt, and whoever the fuck else. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not. There's nothing left for me to explain to you regarding this case. You can either accept the reality of it or not. But that is no longer going to be my problem. So yeah, that's it for me, dude. I tap. Yes, foul play, because only your idiot fans are listening to you talk about this, and nobody else. Not even the shitty true crime creators on YouTube are even acknowledging your theories as anything as credible. Nobody gives a fuck what you have to say about this anymore. And I no longer do either. So that's gonna be it for me, man, as far as that goes. But I am gonna move on. Having said that, it's still early. Actually, let me. Damn. Sorry, my it's really cold, and so I had to turn on my space heater. So I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna find something else to talk about because it's still early. Hang out a little bit. Right, exactly. Chasing truth. Just make music, dude. You know, I mean, again, I even like, I admire the guy for being an independent, totally self-made guy. I admire him for that. It doesn't compute to me that comes so naturally to him. I mean, I don't know, man. Even Rain Man could count toothpicks. You know what I mean? So I guess, you know, whatever it is, that's fine. But I'm gonna look into let's look into old JLR here. let's see. So, because somebody super chatted me earlier and claimed that Jonathan Lee Riches found the murder weapon in Idaho. All right. Let's see what this idiot has to say.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am here at the county sanitation site.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates.
Highway 8, just east of Moscow, Idaho. Why am I here? Well,
that's a really good question. Why the fuck are you there? It's something that I've been asking myself ever since I heard that you went out there. Like, why the fuck are you out there? It's a great question.
Trash. And
agreed.
The tragedy where 4 students got brutally stabbed inside a home in Moscow, November 13th, 2022. There was a murder weapon, and that murder weapon was a knife. And authorities, it's been reported that authorities, they haven't recovered the murder weapon. They haven't made any arrests yet. And it's been reported that around the home where the stabbings occurred, police got 3 dumpsters and got the trash from the dumpsters. They were looking for the murder weapon in the dumpsters. Now,
shocker.
I believe this is the county sanitation area where the trash comes to. Is it possible that the murder weapon is here somewhere? Did someone throw away the murder weapon and it ended up here at the sanitation landfill?
Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Do you not think that law enforcement already thought of this and looked into it? Did that not occur to Mr. Dude, wow.
Quite possible. Don't know if the murder weapon, whoever did this, got rid of the murder weapon right away and threw it in a nearest dumpster or took it to the trash somewhere and threw it away.
See, I would encourage that. Don K, you're saying go dig JLR because, like, yeah, I mean, the idea. See, this is what's funny. This is why we have to think fourth dimensionally, as Doc Brown would put it in Back to the Future. If you remember that, we have to think fourth dimensionally as YouTubers and as people who follow crime cases and people who actually want justice to be served, who actually want this solved. I would encourage that because nothing would make me laugh more than to just watch this idiot sit there and dig through garbage that's buried in the snow for hours and hours on end. I would just laugh and laugh and laugh. It would kill me. But my issue with that is that he could be tampering with evidence. There is a reason, folks, that when they were looking for Quentin Simon in the landfill, they had evidence that led them to the landfill where they were basically sure that he was in there somewhere. And it turned out that they were right. But if you look at what they did, they actually had professionals and experts out there in hazmat suits, very meticulously and carefully digging through this garbage. 2 million pounds of it, to be exact. 2 million pounds of garbage, meticulously and carefully. So no, I don't want this idiot out there possibly tainting any evidence and interfering with this investigation in any way, shape, or form. As much as it would make me laugh to watch this moron digging through garbage, I would not want that to happen. So I get what you're saying, Don K, but like I said, if we're thinking fourth dimensionally, we don't want that to happen.
But it is quite possible that the murder weapon could be here at this location.
We know it's possible. We need you to be out there to tell us that it's possible.
And this is rural Idaho. LATAH, Latah County Sanitation. It is open.
Jesus Christ.
Looks like it is open. I don't know. Well, let's take a drive.
Except it says closed on the sign.
Let's take a drive up there and see and check it out. So stay with me here.
Just a second there, Professor.
The gate is open.
1 second.
It says hours. So stay with me here. Let's. I don't know. Well,
what does that say? what does that say right there? But it's open, guys. Just because it's not locked doesn't mean that you're allowed to go through there trespassing. Idiot.
Let's take a drive. Let's take a drive up there and see and check it out. So stay with me here.
Jesus.
The gate is open. It says hours 8 a.m.
Turn right onto Idaho 8 East, Highway 8.
We're going to go check it out because the gate is open. So we're going to go check it out.
But it says closed.
And we're going to go see. We are going to go see.
Continue for half a mile.
Put my seatbelt on. Bear with me. Rural out here. And I got my GPS on because I'm en route to Troy and Kendrick. So you might hear the GPS coordinates. It's not the coordinates that we're going to here.
This guy is the biggest clown on YouTube. Like, yeah, he even tops Ryan Upchurch. Like, I
quite possible.
I didn't know that could be possible.
Murder weapon.
This dude totally, like, when you look into his history and everything, there's no bigger idiot on YouTube than this guy.
This location. I'm gonna spin around. This is.
I think it's rural.
Sanitation.
Is it rural?
Where all the trash gets dumped.
Yeah, what he needs
I don't
out
think
there
it's open
is
yet.
is
It says 8
Bullhorn
a.m.
Bruiser
Not 8 a.m. here. But the
giving a
gate's
weather
open.
report. That's what he needs out there.
That's how sanitation. That's what these trucks say.
Yeah, exactly. Good chance of him just driving by and going, "Oh, look, a knife." Hey.
All right, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Hopefully, authorities checked that landfill.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Idaho 8 East, Highway 8.
Might have some clue, might have the word murder weapon. I think in order to get a prosecution forwarded with this case, you might need the murder weapon. If you don't find the murder weapon, it makes it difficult. Not saying you can't prosecute without
Turn right onto Idaho 8 East, Highway 8.
Make it very difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of other evidence, usually in crimes, you got to get the murder weapon, whether it's a knife or a gun or rope. Whatever's used.
Or a candlestick.
Whatever's used. So
in the study.
Stay safe, everyone. I'll be posting more videos soon. So stay tuned. Justice for the victims and their families.
Yeah.
The fastest, easiest way to join Wood.
Whether it be a rope. Oh my God.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am at the Valley.
I never get enough of him saying that. Like, Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Like, it's like he's like he's like if somebody made a cartoon penis that talked. If there was a cartoon penis that talked, like it would just be like, Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Like that's I wish somebody who did animation on YouTube would do that. And I want to cut, by the way. I want to cut. But yeah, I wish somebody would do that. Just make a cartoon penis and just have this guy talking in the, while the cartoon penis's mouth moved. Jonathan Lee Riches investigates.
View Apartments in Pullman, Washington. Why am I at the Valley View Apartments?
Good question. Why?
Well, 1999, May of 1999, 2 Washington State University students were stabbed inside
an
apartment here at this apartment complex around 2:51 a.m. May 1999. And
well, gee, you didn't mention the big connection. Wow. I guess it must be a serial killer who took, 20 years off? Like 24 years off? Okay, buddy. You didn't mention the big connection between the two. People were stabbed. Wow.
And covering the Moscow, Idaho stabbings, a lot of people speculated and wondered if these stabbings that occurred here are related to the Moscow stabbings. Authorities said they do not believe it is related. I came out here to the scene to check.
Yeah. Hey. Jonathan Lee Penis. Yeah, authorities said that they're not connected. So they're not connected. Like, what are you doing there?
To check it out, to check out the area. I've been reading about that 1999 case, and there were two Vietnamese victims in their 20s. And
Vietnamese people, 2 Vietnamese victims. Okay.
They were stabbed in this apartment complex in Pullman. And I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what this area looks like. This is only about 10 miles away from Moscow. Valley View Apartments in Pullman. So someone came into these students' apartments and stabbed them and then ran off. And it's unsolved.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Chasing Truth. No, I think you mean to say Vietnamese victims times 1999 with a knife in a room. Divide that by 2022 and the letters in Idaho, and there you go. Boom. Same killer. Way to Ryan Upchurch that for us, Chasing Truth. Appreciate that. Vietnamese. The 2 Vietnamese victims, they got to be connected. I mean, they're stabbings. They got to be connected.
It is still unsolved. Is it related to the Moscow stabbings?
No, it's not.
There's actually a few buildings. Here's one.
Dude,
here's another here, and then here's another over here.
That's before my kid was even born. Like well over a year before my kid was even born. My kid has a fucking beard now, bro. Like he has a fucking beard. What are you talking about, dude?
Here, up on top of a hill. Gotta be careful. It's icy out here. Just showing you the area.
Just showing us the area. Like top-notch content there, buddy.
I don't know if anyone has actually journalists went out to the scene of this apartment complex where the stabbings happened. So I'm giving you a new look that you might not have seen. And here it is. And this is Valley Road, and it looks like
you should be
Broadway.
If anybody knew this guy, if anybody knew this guy and his history and yes, it would make you nervous to have that dude walking around filming. It would absolutely make you nervous to have that dude walking around your neighborhood filming. Like, this is a dude that went to prison for some of the craziest shit that I've ever heard. I mean, just fucking insane. And on top of it, when he gets out, what does he do? He decides to try to befriend and relate to mass shooters, and carries like a little fucking stuffed animal with Adam Lanza's face on taped onto the stuffed animal and driving around with that little stuffed animal like it's his buddy. Like, this is the kind of guy this guy is. Scarlet Summer, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's super weird. That's super weird. Yeah, if this dude was in my neighborhood, I'd hide.
Branchway. Hard to read from here. Apartment rentals, affordable rentals, INC, Valley View Apartments. So there's 3 buildings. Don't know for sure because there was limited information at the time. This is where you get the mail. It seems like somebody's getting their mail.
Limited information. Limited
information.
Oh,
at
he
the
corrected
time
himself. There you
in
go.
1999 about this case. You know, how far was it investigated? What type of injuries did the victims have? Were they permanent scars that they had?
What? So, I could tell you right now. I got you, buddy. Well, the injuries that they had were stabbings. Okay. They suffered from stabbing injuries, and yes, they were permanent. And I don't know if I don't know if it counts that they leave scars. You know, during decomposition. I don't know how that works. But it's clearly so relevant that, you know, the permanent injuries that I would describe as death might leave scars that they're not going to have to live with.
Did authorities, you know, investigate this thoroughly and get a suspect, had a suspect in mind? No one was caught. Notice the 2 victims were Vietnamese, Asian.
He keeps saying Vietnamese
Asian victims. My thoughts is I do not think.
Is anyone here in the chat a Vietnam veteran? Any Vietnam veterans in here? Y'all? Thank you for your service, by the way. Vietnamese!
Related. I do think, though, that this case was probably related to them at their college, right? Washington State University. It's a big college town here. And maybe another student or a stalker that seen these 2 females at school did something. It's not the best of apartments. Look across the street. Those ones are nicer. Condos, apartments. I'm going to take you on a drive.
The fuck is this guy, a real estate agent now? What the fuck is he? Who gives a fuck how nice the apartments are?
Out here. This is my rental car.
Look at my rental car, guys. Look at these apartments. They're nice. And these apartments aren't that nice. This is the car I came in, got to, guys.
Moscow.
Dude, it's like watching
somebody had to go.
It's like watching your fucking asshole fucking great uncle fucking show slides like 2 nights before Christmas because they're in town, and you're just like, fuck, man. And you've never wanted Christmas to come faster because this is pure fucking torture. And that same asshole gave you fucking socks for fucking Christmas after he made you sit there and fucking watch slides of his bullshit.
I had to go up there. It could have been another resident up there. Somebody, but these girls went to school, work. I'm going to drive this area and show you the neighborhood.
Why?
Holman, Washington.
Why?
I think I'll.
This is all this
try
dude
to do
does.
A records request and see if I can.
Him and Betty, like, they go out there and what do? They fucking sightsee. The only difference is he's not complaining about the cold.
Gain more information about this case, it was so far back, 1999. We're over.
I wonder if it's a violation of his parole to go axe throwing like Betty did. I wonder if it's like in his conditions to be free that he can't like touch an axe, much less throw one.
24, 23 years. There's a development there called Providence Court.
And that's relevant how?
Looks like Stadium Way. We'll go down Stadium Way since it looks like a popular name.
Jesus Christ.
It all goes down a hill.
This guy thinks that this is work,
So
by the way.
Valley View Apartments. The name is fitting for the apartment.
Like, what are you
It's
doing?
up on a hill. And here we got a Starbucks, McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Okay.
Jack in the Box.
Wow. Jack in the Box.
I'm going to make a left. This is Grand Avenue and WSU.
Like, why does he think that that's interesting in any way, shape, or form? That there's a McDonald's, a Starbucks. There's a McDonald's and Starbucks in every fucking corner, in every city, in every fucking state in the United States. What are you talking about?
I really don't know where I'm going. I'm just heading out
No
of
shit.
town. Gas is $4.07 a gallon. Regular. So I think I'm heading into Washington State University campus. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. I want your thoughts on this stabbing from 1999. Do you actually believe they are connected in any way with the Moscow stabbings? Do you think it's unrelated? What's your thoughts? Why hasn't authorities solved this? Are they going to continue to investigate this case? Is it open? Is it cold? You would assume it's cold because it's so long. Also, no one died. It's a lot different than the Moscow case where 4 victims lost their lives. This is downtown Pullman, I believe. Pullman. So regardless, we get to see downtown. Want to see the area of Pullman? Here we go. Here we go.
Wow.
City of Pullman. Yep. City of Pullman.
City of Pullman. Gives a fuck, dude. Like, what are you doing out there? What do you think that you're doing out there?
Town Pullman. Good to get these looks of these areas where people live.
It's a good question. Let's look at the comments.
For me, I come from the East Coast of the country, so I've never really been out here. So this is all new terrain to me.
Wow.
Oh, it looks like that downtown ended.
Okay, that's interesting.
Zelda's.
Ashley, thank you. My brain is numb. Why is he like this? I don't know why he's like this. I don't fucking know.
I saw quite a few. This video, Texaco. Travel in. Auto repair.
Okay, like, where's this going, dude? Oh, look, an apartment complex. Uh-oh.
All right, everyone. I'm signing off. God bless.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Wolf Sorensen says, I don't think this case is related, but I do think the stabbing in Salem, Oregon on the 13th August last year at 3 a.m. was connected. You should check out where that occurred. By the way, it occurred in Salem, Oregon, as you just stated. By the way, this channel is really great. He shows us all the places we read about. So good to see the actual site of these cases. Jonathan, you should try and interview the couple in Moscow whose dog was found skinned. Be interesting to hear what they have to say. That was also deemed unrelated, completely unrelated. I don't think this case is related, but kudos to you for shedding light on it. Sure, these victims' families would like answers as well. Yeah, they would. And this guy's not going to get them. Carla Bryan says, JLR, I love how you dig up history long forgotten that fits a pattern to present day cases. This is very interesting. No, it's not. It's not very interesting. It's completely irrelevant. Like, I promise you that you're going to find a crime or a murder somewhere within the last 20 to 30 years, anywhere close to a more recent crime. I promise you that. It doesn't matter. Like, anybody can do that. This is unreal, bro. Like, look at this. You know, this lady's probably like on oxygen. She's like, thank you, Jonathan. I love seeing the area and the places that we hear about. What? And he's not even trying to be funny. Stephanie probably says, great job. Your facial expressions when something is suspicious are hilarious. Like, he's not trying to be funny. That's just how he fucking looks. Like, that he has the same fucking facial expression 24/7. Fucking in his sleep. The guy doesn't close his eyes. So fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, this dude is unbelievable, bro. Like, it just blows my mind that there's like tons of people out there that just like encourage this shit. It's crazy to me. All right, I have to see if like, what? Dude, yeah, like Betty's been quiet, man. I mean, she's got some streams scheduled. She's got one for the 22nd scheduled at 8 a.m. and then one for Christmas Day at 9 a.m. Like, dude, let me tell you something, guys. I'm not streaming Christmas morning. I got shit to do. I'm not streaming Christmas morning, people. just so you know. Unreal, dude. These people kill me. Then I'm going to do something unrelated just because it's funny to me. Because, you know, canceled Karen likes to have attention. And the way that Nick Rekieta like talks about her just makes me laugh. And I haven't seen this yet, so I'm going to go over some of this a little. What? Oh my god. Okay, so this is a clip channel called Alyssa Clips. I don't know this channel, but this is an old thing. This is like I said, people talking shit about canceled Karen makes me laugh. So, and especially Nick Rekieta.
Is this person like trans, or is this just
Nope.
No. This the one I'm talking about the commentator, not the
No.
okay. I don't know.
But
nowadays,
I could see how you make that mistake. There's a crazy person named Critical K. Karen Yax is her name. It's not me doxing her. Her name is public record.
Very public.
Karen Yax, Critical K. She has a banned YouTube channel. She is a ban evading YouTuber in the true crime space. And she's an absolute fucking imbecile who spends her time doxing people, harassing them, defaming them. And then when she does this enough, she gets sued. She gets sued, and then the real idiocy begins because she's fat and broke and can't actually afford any of what she says. She doesn't have any capital to back up her words. She doesn't have any truth either. But
I've never heard this before, guys. I just searched the name. Diggs, thank you so much. You're saying and welcome. Damn, I was hoping for more hot tub confessions. Thanks for covering this. I'm glad I did because I'm already cracking up. Like this dude does not pull his punches at all. This is very, very funny to me.
She is being sued by a woman named Ray Andracchio. Now, the reason that Karen Yax is on my radar at all, or that I even know that Critical K exists, is because of the Michael Long, Sophie Long, Kelly Long situation that popped off a couple years ago, in which a little girl was supposed to go back to her mom. Her parents were split up. Was supposed to go back to her mom and was filmed on a viral video, screaming, crying, resisting going back because of the abuse she feared at the hands of her mother and her mother's boyfriend, who turns out to be a real fucking dirtbag on his own. A custody battle would ensue. PR firms get involved.
All facts.
Shady court stuff happens to the point where no one can actually know what's going on in this situation. What we do know is there's some deeply wounded people. And a couple.
Gypsy, thank you so much. Laughing my fucking ass off. You never fail to make me LOL. Appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel.
Children in the mix who are all in danger during this scenario. So I was covering this scenario, and Critical K, Karen Yax, was on the other side of it. She was on Kelly Long's side, where I was on the side of, I don't know if Michael is solid, but I know that Kelly is fucking crazy.
Yep. More facts.
She doesn't like that. She didn't like my opinions. She has called me a pedophile for daring to cover the case, to give Michael an interview that apparently made me a pedophile, according to her. You'd sue someone if they had anything to take. But they don't. Plus, she's already being sued, and that would be a superior claim by Ray Andracchio. Ray Andracchio is a woman whose son was murdered, according to her. Police ruled it a suicide, and she has been pushing for the truth because it's a very suspect circumstances around that. It was kind of big in the Wine Mom true crime era of YouTube, and that is... that's kind of what's been going on.
Thank you, Leslie Kohler.
She's been
glad you're feeling better, Will. Thanks for all the fun. Yeah, thank you. You guys always make me feel better. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sued over statements she made about Ray Andracchio, and rather than actually fight them, she has decided to just tell the court that she can't be sued.
Right.
So
I've gone over her. I've gone over her. Nick Rekieta is an attorney, so he can actually explain it. And another creator who's also an attorney named Uncivil Law has been going over her lawsuit and covering it too. But I've gone over her court documents, and I try to keep up to date with that lawsuit, because that's the most entertaining lawsuit that I've ever seen in my life. It's funny as shit because her defense for this lawsuit is, like I stated yesterday, is la 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 la. You can't sue me.
Yeah.
Stop harassing me.
Okay, here we go. So this
la 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 la. Stop harassing me. You're harassing me by subpoenaing me. It's harassment. That's not how you handle a lawsuit. What you do is you get a lawyer, okay? And if you can't afford a lawyer, well, you do your best to actually like file motions of continuances, whatever the fuck you can do. I don't know. I'm not a fucking lawyer. I don't know. What I'm saying is she is doing the most ridiculously childish shit, and it's fucking hilarious. Lex Lux, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. It's hilarious because she thinks that it's just going to go away if she just pretends and closes her eyes and says, I wish that I was in Happy Land. I wish I was in Happy Land and I could just continue victimizing people without any consequences. And that's what she's actually doing, which is really fucking funny.
So this is from today. This is fresh. This is fresh off the presses. This is a lady named Critical K. All right. And this is a 7-minute clip from her YouTube video today, her live stream that happened during this. This is contemporary action.
This is today. So this is breaking. This isn't any of that old stuff.
Wasn't just today. This is while we were talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, you've got like network. You've got people sending you stuff.
He's got the scoop
as it happens, right?
Yeah, I'm grabbing stuff out of the ether.
You are the man.
Here we go. So this is title is Critical Case. It's about Nick. Here we go. This is my man Spectre. Grabbed this one for me. So here we go. Let's see what she says.
What is this?
Here.
I do not, Lauren X Edwards. I do not collaborate with him, and he's like obsessed with me right now. It's for some reason. It's really gross.
Wait, who is?
Who is? You?
Never collaborated with him. He's a horrible person.
Wait, is this me?
I would never collaborate with him. But he's like obsessed with me right now. And I don't know why. It's weird because it's been like over a month since I even said his name.
Who?
I think she's talking about me.
Like, I don't know what triggered him.
Okay, so the background story. This is this chick named Critical K. Her name is Karen Yax. And she's a true crime podcaster. The problem with her is that she says a bunch of lies about people. And
that's debatable, just so you know.
She's being sued by a woman named Ray Andracchio.
Yeah, you've told me
I
about
mentioned this at the beginning of the stream.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is her, huh?
So when she says it's been a month since she said my name, when she said my name, she called me a pedophile because I had a guy on my show whose daughter was being swept up in some CPS bullshit. And he had what he considered medical proof that she was being sexually abused by the mother and the mother's boyfriend.
Now, this is all fact, okay, people? For those of you that are new to the channel, I spoke to this father many, many times. I've had him on this channel. I have access to all of the court records. I have access to all of the evidence. And I'm not an attorney, but a lot of it for the layman, it's quite clear that this court absolutely mishandled this case. And it's probably due to, now, again, I'm not an attorney, so, but some speculate that it's due to corruption. Michael Long believes it to be due to corruption. Even his estranged ex-wife, not Kelly Long, but the second wife after her, went out of her way to prove that it was corruption. Sent me all kinds of stuff, crazy stuff, a lot of just really shady stuff. And I've even played some of this proof and showed some of this proof. Yes, Courtney, on this channel. And no, I know her name. I just didn't feel the need to mention it because she's also an asshole. But because it was real convenient for her to like do this. But as soon as Michael Long, and this is the thing, is I don't care about any of that stuff. Michael Long ended up having a lot of people turn on him because he ended up just not behaving in a manner of which would be someone that you would think is his first instinct and first impression is, if you're trying to be very public, and you're trying to gain the public's favor, what you don't do is turn around and shack up with one of your women that run your Facebook groups or whatever, which is what he did. And this is the thing is, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't think it makes him any less of a father. I don't think it makes him love his child and want to protect her any less. But it's a bad look if you're trying to gain the public's favor. And he fucked up like that. But Winter Blue, thank you so much. You were the most gracious to Michael and that entire case. You were organic, truthful, and it's what made me sub to you to begin with. Thank you, Winter Blue. That means a lot. And all that stuff is still up, guys. I mean, you could go back. I don't know, go back a year or so ago, something like that. You can go back and look at that stuff. And sorry, I can't tell if this is sarcasm or not. But yeah, you can go back. I plenty of evidence. I read Kelly Long's deposition. It's just full of inconsistencies. You can tell she's a liar. You can tell she's fucked up in the head. I played 911 calls that prove that her boyfriend that she insisted on having her daughter around is a total piece of shit. Now she's fighting him for custody of their child. It's just a mess. The only person that's been in any way consistent as far as parenting goes has been Michael Long. So
he took her into a clinic. They did the full on effectively a rape kit, right? A rape kit, by the way, people don't realize, like, a rape kit isn't like a swab or something. It's in her case and in the state of Texas, it's called a SANE exam, just for the record. Inventory of questions that they go through with a purported victim to see if they're actually a victim of some sort of sexual violence. And there can be some.
Let me read this comment here because I don't want to overlook such a kind comment. Rachel says, the Glare, I started following you during the Sophie case. As a survivor, it was inspiring to see someone support a child's well-being like that and not change to fit a narrative. Exactly. Thank you so much. And that means a lot to me that you feel that way, because I absolutely am Team Sophie when it comes to that case. And unfortunately, we don't know if she's safe right now. And if she's in the hands of her mother, I dare to say that she probably is not safe, and God knows what's happening to her right now. And there's nothing that can be done about it. Michael Long is currently sitting in jail because he fled the country to try to protect her. I did not agree with that because I was afraid of a potentially violent outcome once he was found. Because I felt that would put Sophie in direct danger. That was the one thing that I told him. I can't support you if you decide to flee the country with her, but I understood it. But I just could not give him my full support on that. Because I just couldn't think of I mean, if they charged him with kidnapping or something to that effect, guns are going to get drawn and her physical well-being could be put in danger. And I was very worried about that. But I also understand him for doing what he did, because he's being a father who's just trying to protect his child.
Be some medical tests involved in that, but like, it's more about their testimony, because you can do a rape kit later than the event when things might not be as apparent, but the trauma and the way they answer questions can matter. So we went through the test results, which show, according to that clinic, clear sexual assault on this child.
Absolutely.
And it was ignored by the court, just completely ignored. They did not accept this thing. And then not only that, they went on to say that the dad never took care to see if the child was actually in any danger and stuff. It was really a weird case. Okay.
And what he's leaving out is also, and I always bring this up, while that SANE exam was being conducted, okay, I went over the body cam footage, okay, of the officers, because obviously there has to be an officer present. And I went over the body cam footage of that officer. And that officer, you can hear the nurse who conducted the SANE exam say that she saw, and excuse me for this is a big trigger warning here, guys, that they saw signs of a venereal disease, that they saw green discharge, which is consistent with having a sexually transmitted disease. There's no reason on the planet why a 9-year-old would have that. And on top of that, while that SANE exam was being conducted, an off-duty sergeant, and I played a recording of this phone call, an off-duty sergeant was calling that officer and speaking to that officer with the intention of trying to intercept that SANE exam being conducted. What's up, Ryan? It's good to see you, buddy. Hey, if you want to come up here, man, you're welcome to. I don't talk about people without giving them the opportunity to defend themselves in any way, shape, or form. So I'm happy to have you up here. If you'd like a link, I will happily share it with you. But yeah, so real quick, I think we got a super chat. And how CK covered that case was maddening. Your coverage of her about Upchurch the other night was brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, she's an idiot. StreamYard, Ryan. But so yes, I played an actual recording of an off-duty sergeant trying to intercept that SANE exam from actually being taken, and straight up lied. He straight up lied and tried to say that that Michael Long would take her, and he said that he had already conducted 9 SANE exams, and that's the actual abuse, are the SANE exams being taken. And that just simply wasn't true. She had never had a SANE exam done before, and this guy lied about it. He was doing everything he can to make sure that that evidence was not collected. And that was very disturbing. But all of that stuff is still up. You can go back, and all of that stuff is still up. I went over all of that very, very meticulously.
But the dad
and guys, we're better than that here. So just if Ryan decides to come up here, please be respectful. You know how I am about that. Try to be respectful if you can, please. So if he decides to come up here, then he's more than welcome to. But if I'm going to be fair, I expect my chat to be fair as well. I appreciate it.
Gave me the documents. I'm interviewing the dad. We went through them on stream. Red Banyan, who's a PR firm, was involved in this, a big PR firm that Amber Heard had hired at one point even. They were involved in this. They were, I believe, they were involved in taking down my video through a privacy complaint, even though I had consent of the father of the child to talk about these medical documents. It didn't matter. YouTube didn't give a shit. They took that video down. But that's why she called me a pedophile, is because we went through the medical records of the child. Now there's no pictures of the child, but there are some descriptions in there of violence against her, which was kind of horrible. But you know, that's reality.
Disgusting.
Like,
it's terrible.
You know this because you deal with law and you deal with the ugly side of humanity. So do I. And we don't shy away from that on the channel just because of someone's sensibilities.
Exactly.
Reality is ugly sometimes. So I went through that. That's why she hates me. Since then, I've mentioned her, I think 0 times until tonight. And the only reason I'm mentioning her is because she's getting blown out in her lawsuit, that her defamation lawsuit against her, because she's an idiot who just keeps trying to tell the state of Mississippi that they have no jurisdiction over. And they're like, no, we do.
Jurisdiction. This is a Brooks defense. I don't know if that's the defense that I would lie on with. I mean, if she's the jurisdiction, once it's established, it's kind of
right. The jurisdiction was established. She tried to say that in the first place, and then they shut her down, which I thought was really funny. They totally shut her down because, I mean, the lawsuit was filed in Mississippi, and sorry, but you're going to have to travel to Mississippi to show up to court if you're being sued for $10 million. Okay, that's just how it works.
Kind of over. I mean, you can do it on appeal, but you kind of like have to move on from that. If the court's determined jurisdiction, then now you got to defend the suit, right?
Yeah. Once you do that, and she's told the court several times that she just doesn't have the money to defend it, Steve. So she shouldn't have to. Here, let's hear what she has to say, though. Here we go.
All right, sorry.
I don't know what Burr.
No, she doesn't have an
finds
attorney,
in his
sweet Lulu.
DVDs over me, but for some reason he's got himself all twisted up in a knot.
I'm not twisted up in a knot. I'm laughing at you
Not sure why.
because you're losing your lawsuit in hilarious fashion.
The only thing I've ever said about him is he humiliated a little girl by
Did
reading
not.
her medical records. He called her mother the C word.
Her mother's a cunt.
Oh my God. the C word.
Oh, let me be very clear. Kelly Long is an absolute cunt.
Okay, well,
She violated court orders.
how are you defining this exactly?
She totally
Is there a
violated
legal?
court
Is this a
orders.
legal definition?
As a matter of fact, let me elaborate a little bit on why Kelly Long and why he's calling Kelly Long a cunt. I'll elaborate on why Rekieta Law is saying this about Kelly Long. The reason why is because she violated court orders and saw no consequences for it. And the court order that she violated was that she was not to have her children around Jake Bellington, her boyfriend, the one that Sophie accused of assaulting her. And she, and what happened was that resulted in one of the kids, one of the boys, riding a go-kart and then breaking his hand. So this person directly put this child in danger, and there was absolutely no consequence. So the exact reason why the court order stated that Jake Bellington couldn't be around a kid actually came to fruition. And so, and she saw no consequences for it. None at all.
Her boyfriend at the time is a guy named Jacob. God, it's been a long time. Ken, Kiwi Farms, Ken Jennings, can you help me out? What is Jacob? My brain goes to Wetterling because I'm in Minnesota. It's not Jacob, but I think it's a W. What was Jacob's name, Ken? Bellington. Thank you. Siren Jag. Jacob Bellington is her boyfriend at the time. Jacob Bellington is a real piece of work. Very connected in the community. Seems to have gotten out of a lot of actual trouble without questions being asked, without trials, without court intervention. But Jacob Bellington, or Kelly Long, court ordered to keep the kids away from Jacob Bellington. What does she do? Takes the kids to Jacob Bellington. They ride around in go-karts, flips the go-karts. One of the little boys gets his arm broken. Put in direct danger by this person who's unstable, and nothing ever happens to her. That's the thing. Nothing ever happens to this woman who consistently put her kids in danger throughout this entire process. It was really like, and she.
Now, mind you, guys,
I don't know how to say it. She's a cunt.
I told you that I had not watched this yet. I had not seen this yet. And so he basically just confirmed what I just told you.
And when I say put the kids in danger, the boys were in physical danger. Sophie was in sexual danger. There's lots of
And again, I
documentation.
will put this on hold if Ryan decides that he wants to come up here and state his argument. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. But I will absolutely make this all about him if he's willing to. All right, I'm going to drop the link, and I'm only letting Ryan up here. So you guys know, nobody else is coming up here, only Ryan. Link is in chat, Ryan.
About it. That ignored it does not convince me that it didn't happen, because the doctors are convinced that it happened.
Yeah, but the logic here is because you're reading a medical report that documents something that actually happened. You're the bad guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's actually it. Yes.
That is freaking bizarre. Let's analyze this for a second. So I'm going to read the autopsy reports of the murder victims in Idaho. I'm the bad guy, not the murderer.
Right.
Yes. That's the logic.
That's the logic.
Let's see what's next. Here we go.
His mother has begged him to take down his live streams where he reads her medical records. He refuses to.
His mother did not beg me to take them down.
No, she didn't.
His mother's attorney demanded that I take them down and threatened me with an ethics complaint, of which my video of my response to her email is still up. Fuck you, bitch. To her email is still up. Fuck you, bitch.
That's a fact, by the way. That is absolutely a fact. And I got a CND through CND email, the same as him, and my response was the same. I wiped my ass with it. So Ryan, what's up, buddy?
How's your night going?
It's going pretty well, man. Just got a little lot better thanks to you. How are you?
Good.
Well, is there anything to address?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're glitching out.
Yo, yeah, I got a weak signal, man. Give me 1 second. Let my signal come through, man. That's my fault, not yours.
I think it's good now. Your audio's turned off.
All right. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
All right. I don't know why my internet signal just went weak. No idea, but it should be okay soon. So I'll probably freeze up a little bit, but I apologize for that.
Oh, you're all good.
So, yeah, I did you catch the beginning of my stream where I addressed the video that you made earlier today?
No, I just got home.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy to go over it with you directly, actually.
Oh, you can do whatever you want, bro. It's your channel. I'm just here.
Yeah,
bro.
right on. I want to start off by saying that I don't have anything personal against you. I think that there's things that you should probably address because we're fundamentally disagreeing on this case that people were talking about, but nobody's really talking about anymore. You
cut out again. What'd you say?
Yeah. I said that there are things about this case that we clearly fundamentally disagree on. But hopefully we can kind of, clear that up. But
what is that?
Well, first of all, the video that you made, you said that the footage of Kylie's car going in the water was altered.
Right.
Okay. In earlier in the live stream, I actually explained why that was. That was there's a creator, a very cool true crime creator called Gray Hughes Investigates, and he's the one who actually. And I don't like to use the word altered. I would prefer to use the term enhanced, because you said that
Where's
you
the
were
real
explaining.
video though?
It's out there, but it's at night, so you can't
That's
see it because
fine.
there's no lights, right? But it's out there.
Where is it? Can you show me?
I could try to look for it. Let me try to look for it. Let's see. No, not that. And footage. On. All right. So how long is that video? Hold on. Because what Gray does here, I think let me see if he explains in the yeah, it says so right here in the description. So I don't know if you could see that, but in the description he says that he used an overlay from earlier in the day so you could see where the car went in.
Can you just get a real one though?
Actually, yeah, he's got the sources. So let me click on one of these sources here real quick. Because he posted the sources in the description. That's not it. Hold on.
I'm getting so tired of.
No, that's not it. No. Let me just try to keep searching for it. Okay, so here's day and night resolution, but that's not it either. Okay, here we go. I think I got it.
Hey everyone. So if you follow the Kylie Rodney case, you've probably seen this footage that's been released by a channel. I believe it's Conspiracy. I am using Gray Hughes.
See,
A little snippet of his live discussion about it. So I'm going to.
And if you can understand, the reason why people keep using that is because he did the overlay of the daytime footage over the nighttime footage.
He's got to post a real one though. If there's not a real one, it doesn't matter.
No, there is a real one. I just have to find it.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. Maybe I don't know why. Okay, no, not that. God, there's so much bullshit on here. Bullshit with you and Zanime and okay, here we go. I think I got it.
What do you want?
Sorry, let me skip
What
the
a job
ads.
that I don't hate.
Okay, there's the nighttime footage.
This way. You don't ever see anything else go that way. I've watched from 12.
That's black and white.
till 12:50.
Well, right. I mean, well,
These are
it's
some headlights
nighttime.
coming this way.
It's black and white.
See, it's pitch black. Nothing else is out there.
The reason being, though, Ryan, I would assume that the reason why it's black and white is because it's infrared, so that you can kind of see at night, more or less.
Let me start at 32 this time.
Because otherwise you wouldn't see anything except lights from the cars. You wouldn't be able to see any of the terrain or any of the
You can see one light coming here.
Okay, so wait a second.
can
Travel Cotto, thank you. My footage is taken from the site. I did a night drive and did a side-by-side comparison.
How
and I appreciate
a side-by-side comparison of the fire tower. Did she climb the fire tower?
I think what she means is that she did a side-by-side comparison with that footage, but drove
over here.
Drove the path.
Facing the water. You can see.
But that I agree with you. That
angle
wouldn't necessarily prove anything.
where those headlights are going. Now the headlights aren't visible,
Yeah, they got to have a real video, man.
and those headlights
Well, that's as closest to a real video as you're gonna get.
away from being visible on the land over here.
No.
At the same moment, the lights.
It's got the same band on the bottom. I understand what this is. I know what it is. I live
right here
near a national park. I need the real video. There is no. Where's the raw footage? Why are we seeing altered footage? That's all there is. I'm not mad or nothing. I just want to see the real.
No,
footage.
I know. I get it. All right. So here's the very dark.
Damn, they made a lot of versions of this, didn't they?
No, that's not it right there. Yeah, there's just. I'm trying to find. Because I know that raw footage is out there. It's just
Also,
that nobody pays attention to it.
Obviously, you didn't put the video out of that, but go look at the reflection of the trees on the water. Infrared.
Well,
if it was nighttime, you're not going to see shadows on the water of the trees. You know?
What do you mean?
If it's nighttime, all the water is black. Look at the water. You can see the
but like
shadow
I
of
said,
the trees.
so that those cameras can actually catch footage, I'm sure there's an infrared feature. I don't think you're going to get just a black footage.
I understand. Have infrared at my house. I can go get it. Infrared's not going to pick up a single shadow of a tree. It's going to be all dark. There are shadows of trees indicating there's light behind the trees making shadows, which would mean it's daytime, which is what it looks like. That's what I do for a living. I do film.
All right, so here, hold on. Yep, this is as raw footage as that's gonna get. I don't know what you're talking about as far as shadows on the water, dude.
Bro, go to the other one, the other video. This is obviously made black and white. It's obvious.
Well, I mean,
black and white.
Well, of course, but it's not altered to be black and white. It's just how the footage was caught.
But Blair, in the other part, everything's colored, bro. That means it's a color camera.
Because the infrared was not activated because it's daytime. You understand what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
It does though, dude.
You can't overlay. Are you gonna show me the real video or not?
That is the real video?
No, this is a lady scribbling pink circles. This is not the real video.
I don't have the original source for the video.
Exactly, Glairer. Exactly, bro.
So
for factual things, not something that Deborah on YouTube has. Where's the real video?
But all she did was just circle the spots where she saw the car. That's the only real video that you're going to get as far as the black and white is how it's going to show. There's no, the only thing you're going to see is the same thing, but without someone scribbling on it. You see what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, all right. So we could argue about this all day. So
well, I film for a living. So go on. You're okay.
Why do you think, why are you so hell-bent that this is foul play, that there was foul play involved in Kylie's death?
No, we're talking about the video still.
Well,
we can't
okay,
just throw out the video.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why are you questioning the video? What's the reason for it?
Well, there's clouds not moving in it, obviously.
Okay, the reason for the clouds
because
not
it's
moving
altered.
The reason for the clouds not moving in the video is because, like I said, Gray had he superimposed a daytime still over the actual footage so that you can see the landscape and see where the car was driving and where the water was and see where Kylie was driving the car into the water. That's the only reason.
The original video.
He did, I believe.
All right. Well, let's see it.
Like, yeah, it goes back and forth here. But I don't have
back and forth, Clever.
Hold on. Let me
the real video, if it's raw footage, you can't go back and forth. It's only nighttime, remember?
Okay. So let's just say let's just say the video is fake. Okay. What would be the reason, according to you, why the video is fake?
I don't know. I just know it's not real. It's obviously
but
a real
all
video.
of these things, you at one point said that Kylie wasn't even a real person.
Right.
Okay. Do you still stand by that?
I stand by whatever I've said before.
Okay. But you've said things that contradict one another.
No one's ever told the truth, so it doesn't matter. There's no end game.
Okay, but who lied?
I mean, you're showing me a video that you think is the real video, and you're telling me it's the real video. So right now,
I'm lying.
I mean,
okay.
You just said it was the real video. It's not. You're still looking for it.
Well, no, I mean, you're right. I have not. I didn't look for the fire video that was originally released in the first place.
Who released it?
I don't know. I think it was actually the whatever national park that was.
That's the point.
The California Foresty website.
I can only answer your questions logically. That's all I know how to do. So I'll answer whatever you got, but I can only give a logical answer.
Well, that's what I'm asking you is you've had all these different theories. Like, what is your point of even talking about the Kylie Rodney case? What are you after?
I just feel like it.
You feel like, so you just feel like talking about it?
Yes.
And that's it? You don't, okay, so there's no, you don't actually have any sound theories or anything of that nature?
Nope, just feel like looking at stuff.
Okay. So basically you have no basis for anything that you've been saying all this time.
If that's your opinion.
Okay. So do you think that it was ethical or decent of you in any way, shape, or form to accuse innocent people of conspiring to commit a murder? Such as Ickadmel, such as Zanime, such as this Ronnie dude. And I wouldn't call Ronnie innocent, but innocent of that, yeah.
Well, no one's took me to court, so.
Well, I mean, maybe they just don't want to, but don't you think that they deserve an apology?
I'm not apologizing to anyone. The case is open. What do you mean?
Okay, but so what's you're still standing by that you just falsely accused random people of committing a horrible crime. You don't think that even though the family accepts this to be an accident and all of her loved ones consider this to be an accident, that that's doing some injustice to them, to Kylie's family?
I think the case is open. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, okay, so but what does that have to do with what I mean? You having no basis for accusing random people who are just YouTubers for committing a horrible crime that there's no evidence even took place.
If there's no evidence, how can you know who's not guilty?
So that's what we do, is we just assume people are guilty just with no. See, this is the thing, Ryan, is the reason why I've always talked about you since you've started doing this is because
Numbers.
No, not numbers. There's always somebody to talk about.
Okay.
Just because you have 3 million subscribers, that means dick to me, other than the
I
fact
do?
that, yeah.
Oh,
other
no.
than the fact that you use your platform irresponsibly. People listen to you.
Your
People
opinion.
with people with
You can
with
have an
no
opinion. It's
with
cool.
no sense of thinking for themselves. They listen to you, and those people can be irrational, and then they end up harassing innocent people. You don't see that as being irresponsible on
They
your
did?
end?
Where'd they do this at?
No, I'm
In
saying
real
that
life?
it's very possible that they can.
Well, it's possible
That they would.
that the moon could hit us, but it's not hitting us.
So you don't feel you don't feel any responsibility to use your channel in a more responsible fashion.
For what aspect? I mean,
To lead your creek squad, as you put it, to be more responsible and to not throw insane accusations at people.
Like what? Like what?
Like the accusations that you threw at Zanime and the accusations that you threw at Ikadmel.
The case is open. I don't know what you want me to say.
But what led you to believe that? Because a lot of cases are open, but it doesn't make it okay to just throw wild accusations at
Right.
innocent people with no evidence.
How do you know
Does it?
they're innocent? The case is open.
Well, how do you know they're guilty?
You don't. You just have to go with
Right.
what you're looking at.
Okay, so let me explain it to you like this, because I always you're just a drop in the bucket of people that I talk about that do what you're doing. It's not because you're special. Okay.
Oh, I don't know who you
I'm
talk
going to be
about.
very, very clear
you're
about
good.
this.
You're good.
I am I would rather be wrong about someone's innocence than be wrong about their guilt. Because you're not doing any harm by presuming someone's innocence. That's why we have the innocent until proven guilty reasoning in our justice system. Do you understand that? There's a reason behind it.
Are they in jail?
Who's in as who in jail?
Anyone for this case? No. So yeah, you're right. They are innocent.
No, nobody's in jail. Nobody's in jail because there's no evidence that a crime even took place. That's why. And that's why nobody but you.
That's your opinion. Okay.
That's why nobody but you and Jared are still making videos about it.
You're making videos right now. What do you mean?
No, I'm making videos about people like you and Jared and Bullhorn Betty and
I don't know
Molly
who
Go
that
Lightly
is.
and
Okay.
yeah, just all
So you're making
JLR.
videos about a lot of people. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Can we get back to the fire tower video? You got to find that first before we can go any further.
The fire tower video is irrelevant in what we're talking about here.
No, it's what you started talking about, but you still haven't found it. You got to find it first.
You brought it up, and I just tried to indulge you. But you're avoiding the issue. The issue is that you're accusing innocent people of a crime that never even took place.
Okay,
and you're just avoiding it.
Ask a question.
I already asked you the questions that I was going to ask you.
I answered them. Do you have any more?
And earlier in the stream, I'm really glad that we finally got to talk and I got to address you directly, because I have absolutely no intention. As long as you continue to talk about the Kylie Rodney case, you won't ever have my attention on that any longer, because as far as I'm concerned, it is a done deal. It is a absolutely done deal. Nobody
The
is
open
talking about this
case is
case
a done
except
deal
you.
to you. The open case is done to you. Okay. You're a great investigator.
I don't claim to be an investigator, and I don't throw out irresponsible theories. I only speculate based on the facts that have been made public and verified by law enforcement. That's all I ever speculate on. You, however, have done the opposite.
Wrong.
This entire time.
Wrong.
No?
You go about law enforcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
The case is open.
Okay, but where's the evidence?
That it's open?
No, where's the evidence that a crime took place?
Oh, no. We're going by law enforcement. It's open.
Okay.
So you can't say it's closed. You go by law enforcement.
Let's talk about what law enforcement has released to the public. Law enforcement has released to the public that Kylie was intoxicated. It's been proven that by everybody except AWP, because AWP are just grifters, and you even agreed on that.
What's
That they
a
were
grifter?
Somebody who tragedy pimp, somebody who decided to create a video that is going to make a situation seem more dramatic than it actually is, in order to make more money off the videos.
What about the cops saying that the case is open?
You keep saying that, but
it's
what I'm talking
true.
about. Okay, but what about the cops saying that there's no evidence that a crime took place?
Where's that? Show me.
Hold on.
Show me.
Okay, how about you show me evidence that law enforcement suspects foul play?
Where did they say that at?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking you. When did they do that?
I haven't seen them do that. You're saying you've seen them do that. What are you talking about? I'm gonna play my skateboard game until you find something.
Okay, so this is 3 months ago.
For the family. And at this time, last night we did receive some information of the recovery of the vehicle been searched. It was located inside the Foster Lake. It was located within a search zone that we have been searching since the very beginning of our operation. We are very fortunate that we had the assistance of a volunteer group, the Adventures with Purpose, that came out with some very specific expertise and were able to help us in locating the vehicle that we had been searching for several weeks.
Okay.
It's at these times that we really want to recognize the reason why we're all here, and that is for this family.
All right. Let me go somewhere else here real quick.
You're good, take your time. What just happened? Am I the only person here? Oh, there he is.
All right. So, all right, let me share screen here. All right. So, this article here, Truckie's teen's death ruled accidental. No evidence of injuries in autopsy of
It's
Kylie
not the
Rodney.
cops. Where's the cops that said this? You said the cops said it.
Yeah, dude. This is this is the Reno Gazette Journal, which
That's
is
the
a
internet.
legitimate.
I need to hear
which
the
is
cops say it.
Okay, I need to hear the cops since you're claiming that, dude. You're claiming that there's foul play, right? I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, so either it's foul play or you're just dicking around, like you said earlier, and you were just, whatever. I just want something to talk about.
Are you going to show me the cop saying what you said he said or not?
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just play
I
my
conferred. I conferred with Detective Sonier, and he told me there was no indication of foul play regarding the criminal investigation into the death of Kylie. The manner of death in this case has been determined to be accidental.
Still not a cop.
I mean, I got to be honest with you, man. At this point, I don't care. I don't care how much you talk about this case anymore. I stated earlier in this live before you came up that you knock yourself out because you're literally the only person talking about it anymore. None of these other channels that are even that are even remotely worth a shit that were capitalizing off this and tragedy pimping like Zav Girl and like fucking whatever the fuck that limey dude's name was. I don't even remember his name. But nobody cares anymore because we know the facts. Now, since you disagree with them, that's fine. You could disagree with the facts all you want, and you can knock yourself out talking about it all you want. I decided that I was not going to cover you talking about this case anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
No, yeah. No, like I said, I gave you an opportunity to come up and confront me directly, and you did. But now I get to tell you directly in a direct conversation that I don't give a fuck whether or not you talk about this case anymore because you were the only fool still talking about it. So
is that am I supposed to be sad or something because I don't understand.
Not at all. Not at all. I just want to let you know that all of us that actually have common sense, we're over here now. We're not over there anymore. Just letting you know.
You didn't show me anything though. What was the point of me coming on?
I didn't need to show you anything.
You tried, but it didn't work.
Right. I mean, I love that you're a self-made musician. I actually respect you for being an independent artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I do, very much so. But this true crime thing, you don't seem to care that it actually involves real people. Who's
I wish there was some real evidence you could show me.
I wish there was some real evidence you could show me of some foul play that took place. All you did up here was just be completely inconsistent and dodge questions. That's all you did up here, which is exactly what I expected you to do. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're good, man.
I didn't know we were good or bad, but sure. Guess I'm bad.
Yeah. So, yeah. So knock yourself out, man. Talk about Kylie Rodney all you want. It's not affecting anything anymore because it's done. It's closed. It's over.
It's open. It's open.
It's ruled accidental. Show me where they said it was open. Besides your weird followers.
Time out.
Show me where it says it's open. I'll give you the opportunity.
Don't get so angry, dude. Don't get so angry.
I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry at all.
You first. Okay, back up. Calm down. Okay, everything's cool.
I know.
I need the fire tower video that you said you could show me. You didn't.
No. You just stated that it's open. That it's still an open case. Show me where it says that. Why do I have to be the one presenting evidence to you? You're the one with the accusations that it's foul play.
You don't have to get so angry that you can't find what you want to find, bro.
I'm not angry at all. I'm just putting you in a position that you can't weasel out of. So, since you're saying that it's still an open investigation, show me the evidence that it says it's an open investigation, please.
Either it's open in the beginning or it gets closed. If you can't show me it gets
ruled
closed.
Accidental. I just read you an article where it says
That
it's closed.
that doesn't mean an investigation is closed.
Or you could just call up the sheriff's department and ask them.
I'm a fucking outlaw, dude. I don't call cops.
You're an outlaw, okay?
You silly little goose.
All right. Well, I gave you the opportunity.
Sure, you did. I appreciate it.
You're
great.
welcome. You're welcome. Have a nice night.
Download Truescape.
Wow. That went exactly how I expected it to go. But I was hoping to be proven wrong, people. I was hoping to be proven wrong. So, yeah. Leslie Kohler, thank you so much. I think we got a super chat. Go tell Upchurch to kiss his mama goodnight. The case is over. Agreed. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So it was just so nice to be able to actually confront him with everything that I've been saying and give him the opportunity to prove his case in some way, shape, or form. And all he did was act like a little child and go, "Oh, I don't have to do anything. And you know what? I'm only talking about this case because you know, it's something to talk about." Okay. Guys, you cuck squatters, you guys are real winners there. That's who you follow. Real logical thinking there, folks. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And I am wrapping up the Ryan Church content until he ends up talking about another fucking case and actually victimizing more people. But until then, yeah, I'll just let him be a child in his little corner all by himself all he wants from now on. But guys, I love you very much. Thanks for all your support. We will do this again very soon, my friends.